What's up everybody and welcome to the channel. It's your boy Mello. Hope everyone out there is doing well. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about the different options that you have as far as mental health services for your youth. I'm currently a youth advocate working in the mental health field, and I just wanted to bring more awareness to the support that we provide to the community, as well as open the floor to any questions that you may have. As mental health services has changed drastically, there's still room for improvement, especially when it comes to providing services to people of color. However, in today's video, we're going to go over the services and options that you have for your youth. In my experience, I've come across 3 different programs in mental health: RAP, FIT, and JJDTP. So RAP being my favorite is also the most intensive support-wise. The whole idea of having a youth in RAP is to wrap all of your support and services that you have to the youth and to the family. A youth's mental health team could look like you'll have a facilitator, so they'll be the ones who leads the team. They will also schedule CFTs and schedule case managements, and CFTs are child family team meetings. Facilitators are also your main point of contact. Again, they are the ones who lead the team, so anytime something goes awry or anytime there's just maybe a question, your facilitator is probably the one you're going to go to. Then from there, you can have a therapist, and I think this is pretty much no brainer, but your therapist, they're going to be the ones providing that therapy, any trauma-based therapy or anything like that. Therapists are also a really good point of contact to go to, and they can also be facilitators as well. They will sometimes do that dual role. So then from there, you'll have a skills trainer, and skills trainer, they're really working on, supporting and teaching the youth any skills. For an example, say, maybe a youth is just not turning in their homework. To us, that's like a time management thing, right? Like if they're not turning in their homework on time, or they're just always missing deadlines, then maybe this youth needs some skills on how to better manage time. So a skills trainer is really great. They can come in, support a youth, look at their schedule, and really focus in and say, okay, we need to work on this time management piece, and just really give them the tools and support to have better time management. Skills trainer can also work on various other skills as well. That was just me giving you guys an example of one skill that a skills trainer can teach your youth. And then from there, you have us. So you have your advocates, you have your family advocates, and then you have your youth advocates. So your family advocates, they're going to be the ones working directly with the caregivers, providing all type of resources and all type of support. And resources they can link family to is EBT benefits, housing. I know housing is a really big one. Housing applications, Section 8, equal housing, all of that good stuff. They can also support the caregivers in the IEP process. IEP stands for Individualized Education Plan, and that's usually something designed to help the youth in school. But that process could be very long, very tedious, and very boring. And it could be like, where do I go? Where do I start? So a family advocate is a really great person to help you support through the IEP process. So then you have us, you have your youth advocates, and we can support with a lot of things. A big one is that we support youth with independent living skills. We do job prep, so that's resume building. That could look like filling out job applications. We can do mock trial interviews. We can help youth study for their driver's license, and as well, we also link them to resources. So I've linked youth to EBT benefits and things of that nature. I've also supported a youth of mine get into college. So as I share, youth advocates and family advocates, we provide a lot of support as well to the families. So that was just a small basic overview of RAP program. As I shared, RAP is the most intensive program that I currently know of. It's really designed to, again, wrap all of the support and services to the family to make sure that they're doing well, that they can do well. Okay, so that was RAP in a nutshell. Now let's talk about FIT. So FIT stands for Flexible Integrated Treatment. This is also another really cool program, and also the program that I currently work in as a youth advocate. So the FIT program is mostly going to serve youth with like suicidal ideation, any youth that may have had any attempts, as well as youth who have had a lot of, hospitalizations, or maybe history of hospitalizations, or youth who just don't require that much services. Like I shared, RAP is the most intensive. FIT is also considered a step down from RAP, but it's also a program that, maybe your youth just doesn't require a lot of services. So a youth's mental health team could look like you'll have a clinician slash therapist who is the lead on the team. Clinician is just another fancy way of another word, but pretty much this is going to be a dual role. So the clinician will be the clinician and the therapist. So they're going to be providing therapy to the youth, possibly to the family as well. They're also going to be the lead of the team. So they're going to be scheduling those CFTs, those child family team meetings. They're going to be scheduling those case management. And what do we mean when we say case management? That's really a time for all of the providers who are providing a service to the youth. It's really a time to get together behind the scenes to see what's working well. What services are you providing that's working well for the youth? Are you able to get a hold of the youth? Are you building rapport with the youth and family? One provider may be having extreme success getting a hold of the youth and reaching and providing services and support, while another provider just may be having a hard time reaching out to the youth or getting a hold of the youth. Case management, it's really a time for us to get together again behind the scenes without the family to really share what's working well, maybe some concerns or some challenges, maybe if there's an updated safety plan. It's all during a time to talk amongst ourselves in case management. So from your clinician and fit program, you're going to have TBS. Now, TBS stands for Therapeutic Behavior Specialist. And from my understanding, this is the more clinical side and the more clinical approach to targeting like a specific behavior. Also, from my understanding, it's pretty intensive and heavy focus, the support that and the services that the TBS worker is providing. So they will be meeting with the youth maybe 3 to 4 times a week, sometimes up to 5 times a week. Whereas everyone else on the team, we're only meeting the youth once a week. So then from TBS, your therapeutic behavior specialist, you're just going to have your behavior specialist. And again, they're going to be working and supporting, helping youth own specific behaviors, but they're not going to be the clinical side of it. And it's also going to be less intensive. So where your TBS worker is meeting with that youth up to 3 to 4 times a week, your behavior specialist, they're only going to be seeing that youth maybe once a week. And then from there, from your behavior specialist, you have, again, your family advocates and your youth advocates. And again, we provide the same support as the other program, RAP, provides as well. Then from there, you have JJDTP, which stands for Juvenile Justice Diversion and Treatment Program. This program I'm the most unfamiliar with. I do understand that it has the same layout as RAP. So you're going to have your facilitator, your therapist, you're going to have your skills trainer, and you're going to have your family and youth advocates. I do know that they deal with a lot of youth who, majority of the youth are on probation, or maybe they've been in juvenile hall, things of that nature. And also to know, I think the most important thing and one of the coolest thing about all of the advocates in all of the programs, so whether we come from RAP, whether we come from FIT, or whether we come from JJDTP, all of the family advocates and youth advocates, we are there based off of lived experience, okay? So some of the youth advocates, some of us have, our lived experiences that maybe when we were youth, we were in juvenile hall or we were on probation ourselves, and that's what qualifies us to be in a program such as JJDTP. For youth who are in RAP, in my experience, because I'm a former foster youth, that is what qualified me to work in the RAP program. As well, some of the other advocates, they could be coming in with their own history of mental health and trauma, right? So some of our advocates, they themselves has had suicidal ideation, or they themselves have had attempts, or they themselves have had history with hospitalizations, right? That's what qualifies them to work in a program such as FIT. As each program has their own unique services, it's important to identify which one may best serve your youth. If you're interested in mental health services for your youth, I encourage you to do a little more research on services that are available near you, as they may differ from the ones that I shared with you all today. Well, that's it for me, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I hope that I was able to provide more insight on mental health services for your youth. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, as that's okay too, because there's always room for improvement over here. If you have any questions on any services I mentioned, or a question that I just didn't get to cover, go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll make sure to get back to you. And as always, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, you guys, as I am up and coming. Go ahead and support a Black business today. I'll catch you all next Mental Health Monday. We'll be talking about options that you have as a foster youth after foster care. All right, take care, you guys, and have a great rest of your day. You guys already know. I'm out.